Hello, my radiant and regal Leo souls. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, your sanctuary for decoding the universe's whispers and reclaiming the sovereignty of your spirit. I am your guide, and if the algorithm, or rather the divine synchronicity of the cosmos, has brought you to this video today, I need you to pause. I need you to listen. Because this is not just a horoscope. This is an intervention from your higher self. Leo, you are the sun of the zodiac. You are designed to shine, to warm, to give life to everything you touch. But lately, have you noticed a strange chill in the air? There is someone in your orbit right now. Someone operating with a cruelty so calculated, so disguised, and so silent that your conscious mind may not have fully accepted it yet, but your body, your magnificent intuitive body, has known for a long time. That is why you are here. That is why your soul led you to these words. You have been feeling it, haven't you? That inexplicable exhaustion that settles into your bones after a conversation with a specific person. That dimming of your inner fire. Before we unravel this mystery and hand you back the keys to your kingdom, I ask you to make a sacred commitment to your own truth right now. If you are ready to stop the energy drain and reclaim your crown, show the universe you are listening. Press that like button to seal your intention. Subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom so you never miss the guidance meant for your royal path. And in the comments below, I want you to declare your sovereignty by typing, "I am restoring my royal power." Let that be your first roar of freedom today. Now let us descend into the truth. Leo, this situation you are navigating is not a coincidence. It is not a random fluctuation of bad luck. It is your internal warning system, your solar plexus, your center of power screaming what your generous, loving heart refuses to believe. You are being manipulated. You are being used. You are being drained. And the most devastating part, it is happening at the hands of someone you trust. Someone you may have let into the inner sanctum of your life. The cruelty I am about to expose to you is not the kind you see in dramatic films. It is not a villain twirling a mustache or shouting insults. It is not physical aggression. If it were that obvious, you with your warrior spirit would have crushed it long ago. No, my friends, this is the most dangerous frequency of cruelty that exists. It is the invisible kind. It is the cruelty that disguises itself as benevolence. It comes wrapped in smiles, draped in false concern, and served with poisoned advice. This energy is designed to make you doubt your own perception. It is a fog that rolls in to obscure the sun. It is the kind of psychological warfare that makes you feel guilty for questioning it. It turns you into the villain when you are in fact the victim. And you, Leo, with your heart of gold, your loyalty that runs deeper than the oceans, you have been the perfect target. Why? Because you project your own goodness onto others. You assume that because you operate with honor, they do too. You give second chances. You give third chances. You justify behaviors that deep down make your skin crawl. You accept excuses that do not align with logic because you want to believe in the best version of this person. You tell yourself, "Oh, I'm just being too dramatic," or "I need to be more understanding of their trauma." But I have to ask you, magnificent soul, how many more times will you betray your own intuition before you finally listen to the alarm bells ringing in your spirit? Let's dissect the anatomy of this shadow work, because it is vital, absolutely vital, that you recognize the pattern. This person does not strike like a cobra. They constrict like a python. They start subtly, so subtly that you don't even notice the first wrap around your freedom. A backhanded compliment here, a joke about your dreams there. Advice that sounds logical on the surface, but is actually designed to plant a seed of crippling self-doubt in your mind. They have studied you, Leo. They have watched how you shine. They know your insecurities, perhaps the fear of not being appreciated or the fear of being abandoned, and with the precision of a dark surgeon, they use that knowledge against you. Not all at once. It is a slow drip of poison, drop by drop, day after day, until you look in the mirror and you no longer recognize the vibrant, confident monarch you were before they entered your life. This person possesses a terrifying ability to bilocate emotionally. They make you feel small while pretending to uplift you. They will praise your achievements in public, but in private, they will ask the one question that unravels your pride. They will question your decisions while swearing on their life that they only want what's best for you. They subtly isolate you from your court, the friends and family who truly adore you, by positioning themselves as your only true ally, the only one who really understands the burden of being you. And the most disturbing element, they do all of this with a tranquil calm. They wear a mask of sanity and friendliness that is so convincing you feel like you must be the crazy one for even suspecting they could be cruel. But here is the stark cosmic truth I need you to download into your soul. This person knows exactly what they are doing. Do not fall into the trap of thinking they are unaware. Every word is calculated. Every gesture is purposeful. Every moment of care is a trap set to keep you engaged. They do not act on impulse, they act on strategy. And their strategy is simple: keep the lion caged, keep you small, insecure, and dependent on their validation. Because as long as you are seeking their approval, they have power over you. They are energy vampires, Leo. They feed off your light because they cannot generate their own. They grow stronger by siphoning your vitality, all while acting as if they are the ones holding you up. Do you want to know who this person is? Take a deep breath. Look around your throne room. They might be closer than you dare to admit. It could be that longtime friend who has been by your side for years. But somehow every time you share good news, their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. It could be a family member who feigns concern for your instability, but actually takes a secret sick pleasure in your failures. It could be a partner who claims they worship you, yet somehow you always feel like you are walking on eggshells, trying to prove you are enough. It could be a coworker who smiles to your face, but subtly undermines your authority in meetings. It could even be someone you have placed on a pedestal, someone you admire, someone you think is above this kind of behavior. But the universe has given you a built-in lie detector, Leo. It is your body. I want you to observe, truly observe how you feel after you have spent time with this person. Ignore what your brain says. Your brain can be tricked by words. Listen to your biofield. Do you feel expanded or contracted? Do you feel light, or do you feel a heavy anchor in your chest? Do you feel more like your authentic self, or do you feel like you have to perform? Your body does not lie. It registers every microaggression, every subtle manipulation, every psychic attack disguised as a hug. It sends you signals: the tension in your solar plexus, the tightness in your throat, your roar being suppressed, the sudden wave of fatigue that hits you out of nowhere. You may have the urge to physically pull away or run, even if you don't logically understand why. You have been pressing the snooze button on these alarms, but the universe is turning up the volume. These signals will not stop until you pay attention. Now lean in close, because this next part is the hardest pill to swallow, but it is the medicine you need. This person will not change. Read that again in the archives of your mind. They will not change, no matter how much of your warm, sunny love you pour into them, no matter how much you diminish your light to make them comfortable, no matter how many chances you offer. Because the problem was never you, Leo. The problem is that there are souls currently walking this earth who have found a distorted way to feel powerful by dismantling others. They build their self-worth on the rubble of yours. And they do not change, because in their narrative, they are not the villain. In their distorted reality, they are the victims. They are the misunderstood martyrs. They are the ones who were just trying to help you, and you are the ungrateful one for not accepting their control. And you know what is most painful about this awakening when you finally wipe the steam from the mirror and see the truth. It is going to hurt. It will hurt in a way you are not prepared for. It isn't just the betrayal of them hurting you. It is the betrayal of you hurting yourself. It is the realization of how much time you invested, how many years you spent watering a dead plant, how many times you blamed yourself for their bad behavior. You will feel anger, a righteous, fiery Leo anger. You will be angry at them, yes, but you will be furious with yourself for allowing it, for silencing your own roar, for letting someone wipe their muddy feet on the red carpet of your soul. But listen to me, my beautiful friend. Forgive yourself. You couldn't have known. You were operating from your heart center. You were taught to trust, to see the divinity in everyone. Someone took that beautiful trait and weaponized it against you. That is on them, not on you. There is a specific mechanic to this disguised cruelty that you must understand to break free. It works by attacking your perception of reality, a tactic often called gaslighting. This person will deny things you know happened. They will look you in the eye and say, "I never said that," even though the memory is seared into your brain. They will distort conversations until you are spinning in circles. They will tell you that you are being too sensitive, too dramatic, or paranoid. They will recruit others, flying monkeys as we call them, to validate their version of the story and invalidate yours. Everyone thinks you're acting strange lately, Leo. We're all just worried about you. And suddenly, the lion, the king, or queen of the jungle is questioning their own sanity. Am I crazy, you ask yourself? Am I the toxic one? No. You are not. You are simply dealing with a master illusionist. And here is a thought that will send chills down your spine. You are likely not the first. This person has a graveyard of relationships behind them. There is a trail of hurt souls in their wake, people who also trusted them, who also gave them chances, and who are now painted as crazy or unstable by this person. If you stay, you will simply become the next name on that list. But today, I am handing you a sword of light. The truth is the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. The truth about what you felt. The truth about what you observed. The truth about those moments when you felt diminished. It does not matter how they spin the story. It does not matter what narrative they try to sell to the public. You know what is real. The question is not whether you are right. The question is, will you honor your truth, or will you continue betraying your own soul to keep a false peace? As you begin to accept this reality, you will look back and see the signs were there all along. It's like watching a movie for the second time and seeing all the clues you missed. That time, they laughed a little too hard when you failed. That time, they advised you not to pursue a glorious opportunity because it might be too much for you. That time, they compared you to someone else to make you feel inferior. You saw it, but you loved them, so you closed your eyes. Now, comes the crossroads. This is the moment of initiation. You have a choice that will define the rest of your life. You can go back to sleep. You can continue pretending. You can accept crumbs of respect while serving them banquets of loyalty. You can continue shrinking so they can feel big. Or you can do something that will scare you as much as it scares them. You can rise. You can get up and walk away. Leaving does not mean you are being cruel. It does not mean you are seeking revenge. It does not mean you are lowering your vibration to match theirs. It simply means recognizing that you are royalty, and royalty does not entertain the court jester who tries to poison the wine. It means recognizing that you deserve a circle that claps when you win, not one that secretly prays for your downfall. Sometimes, Leo, the most high vibrational loving thing you can do is to close the door firmly and forever on those who use your kindness as a weapons against you. I can hear your thoughts whirling. But what if I'm wrong? What if I'm being unfair? What if I lose them and regret it? Let me silence those fears with a cosmic fact. Good people do not make you fear for your sanity. Good people do not leave you confused about whether they love you or hate you. Good people do not turn every conflict into a battle where you must apologize for existing. Walking away from toxicity is never a mistake. It is an exorcism. Even if everyone says you are wrong, even if that person cries crocodile tears and swears they will change, even if you feel a pang of guilt, your peace is the most expensive currency you have. Do not spend it on a bankrupt investment. Here is the secret about this kind of shadow energy. It only holds power as long as you engage with it. The moment you name it, the moment you set a boundary, the moment you stop dancing to their tune, their power evaporates. They are smoke and mirrors. Without your light reflecting off them, they are nothing. But I must prepare you for the storm that comes when the lion finally leaves the cage. When you walk away, this person will not wave goodbye gracefully. They will panic. They will lose their supply source. They will try to punish you. They will launch a smear campaign. They will tell stories about you that are so twisted they are unrecognizable. They will play the victim with such Oscar-worthy conviction that people will believe them. And this will sting your pride, Leo. You care about your reputation. You care about how you are perceived. You will want to roar to defend yourself, to hold court and prove your innocence. But listen to me. Do not engage. The people who truly belong in your kingdom will know your heart. They will know your energy. They will not need an explanation. And those who choose to believe the gossip, let them go. They are clearing space for the new tribe that is waiting to meet you. They are doing you a favor by removing themselves from your timeline. The scariest part of this journey is that this cruelty often comes from someone you love deeply, and the conflict between your heart and your survival instinct is agonizing. How do you cut off a limb to save the body? The answer is simple, but it burns. Love and toxicity can coexist. You can love someone and still acknowledge that they are poison for your soul. You can wish them well from a distance, a very, very far distance. Loving yourself means choosing your survival. This cruelty does not define your worth, Leo. The fact that someone chose to treat you this way says nothing about you and everything about them. It speaks to their wounds, their emptiness, their terrifying void that no amount of your love could ever fill. You are not responsible for healing the person who is breaking you. You are not their rehabilitation center. You are not their spiritual bypass. Your only responsibility is to protect the divine light within you. When you walk away, you will go through the stages of grief. First, denial. Maybe I can fix it. Then anger. How dare they? Then bargaining. Maybe if I just explain it one more time, but eventually you will reach the golden shore of acceptance. Acceptance is not forgiveness. You do not have to forgive to heal. Let me repeat that, because the spiritual community often gets this wrong. Forgiveness is not a requirement for peace. You do not need to forgive the predator for hunting you. You just need to leave the hunting ground. You need to let go. Let go of the need for them to understand. They never will. Let go of the hope that they will apologize. They never will. Let go of the need for closure. You give yourself closure by closing the door. I want to give you some practical armor because the battlefield is real. When you start to pull away, they will sense the shift in energy. They will try to hook you back in. This is called hoovering. They will suddenly become the person you always wanted them to be. They will be sweet, attentive, complimentary. They will bring up inside jokes. They will send nostalgic photos. Do not fall for the mirage. Observe their actions, not their words. Words are free. Actions cost energy. Real change is consistent. Real change takes years, not a weekend. Real change involves taking accountability without saying, "But you made me do it." If you still feel that knot of dread in your stomach, despite their sweet words, trust the dread. Once you see this pattern, this cycle of abuse, you cannot unsee it. It is like an optical illusion. Once the image shifts, you can never go back to ignorance. This will change you, Leo. It will make you wiser. It will make you more discerning. You might feel like you have lost your innocence, that beautiful childlike trust you had in the world. But you have not lost. You have evolved. You have gained the eyes of the Sphinx. You have gained the wisdom of the ancients. You have learned that your energy is a precious resource that must be guarded. This is not a tragedy. It is your coronation. There is a dormant strength inside you that is waking up right now as you listen to this. It is the strength to say no. The strength to set a boundary and not explain it. The strength to prioritize your mental health over someone else's feelings. The strength to recognize manipulation and simply step over it like a puddle in the street. This experience, as painful as it is your catalyst. It is the fire that burns away the impurities so the pure gold can emerge. Here is the final truth that will set you free. You do not need this person. They worked very hard to make you believe you were nothing without them. That was their greatest trick. But the truth is, you were a sun before they arrived, and you will be a supernova after they leave. You are complete. You are whole. You are divine. Their absence will leave a void, yes, but that void is not empty. It is space. Space for peace. Space for joy. Space for people who actually know how to love you. One day soon, you will look back on this chapter and wonder how you tolerated it for so long. You will see the red flags as clear as day, and you will feel a mixture of sadness for the version of you that suffered, and immense, overwhelming pride for the version of you that saved yourself. This person didn't destroy you, Leo. They revealed how indestructible you are. They pushed you into the darkness, and you realized you are the light. So when the realization hits you fully tonight, tomorrow, whenever it lands, do not panic. Breathe. Center yourself in your heart. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And then, with the grace and majesty that is your birthright, walk away. Do not look back to see if they are watching. Do not look back to see if they are sorry. Look forward. Look toward the horizon where your real life is waiting for you. A life where you do not have to shrink. A life where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Are you ready to choose that life? Are you ready to stop trying to save the one who is drowning you and finally save yourself? Now let us deepen this understanding. What you are experiencing is not just a psychological battle, it is a spiritual initiation. In the astrological currents, Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun does not ask for permission to shine. It does not beg the clouds to move. It simply is. The person targeting you is likely ruled by Saturnian or Plutonian energy, restrictive, heavy controlling, or secretly jealous of your natural radiance. From a metaphysical perspective, this is a lesson in sovereignty. You are learning the difference between nice and kind. Being nice is a trauma response where you people please to avoid conflict. Being kind is a high vibrational state that includes being kind to yourself. You cannot be kind to yourself while allowing a vampire to feast on your neck. I want to share a visualization ritual with you to help break this energetic cord. This is powerful magic, so use it with intention. Tonight, find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Light a gold or yellow candle representing your solar power. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Visualize the person who has been draining you standing in front of you. See them clearly. Do not see them with anger. See them as a small, wounded soul who has lost their way. Now, visualize a thick, murky cord connecting your solar plexus, your stomach area, to theirs. This is how they have been feeding. This is why you are tired. In your mind's eye, imagine a sword made of pure, blazing sunlight appearing in your hand. This is the sword of truth. With one swift, decisive motion, cut that cord. Watch it sever. Watch their energy snap back to them and your energy rush back to you. As the cord is cut, say these words aloud: I return what is yours. I reclaim what is mine. I am sovereign. I am free. So it is. Breathe in deeply. Feel the rush of vitality returning to your body. See yourself glowing brighter, the flames of your aura sealing up the wound where the cord used to be. You are sealed. You are safe. Open your eyes. Blow out the candle. It is done. You may feel emotional after this. You may cry. You may feel a sudden burst of energy. All of this is normal. It is the detox process beginning. Understand this, Leo. The universe removes people from your life for a reason. When you ask for growth, when you ask for abundance, when you ask for true love, the universe has to clear out the weeds to plant the new seeds. This person is a weed. Their removal is not a punishment. It is an answer to your prayers. You are stepping into a new timeline. In this new timeline, the energy is lighter. The opportunities are grander. The love is authentic. But you cannot drag the heavy baggage of this toxic relationship through the portal of your new life. You have to drop it at the threshold. This is your moment of graduation. You have learned the lesson of the false king or the false friend. You have learned that not everyone who smiles at you is your ally. And now that you have learned it, you never have to repeat this class again. As we wrap up this transmission, I want you to remember who you are. You are the sign of the heart. You are the brave protector. You are the creative force. Do not let one bitter soul make you bitter. Do not let one manipulator make you manipulative. Stay warm. Stay generous. But add a gate to your garden. Only those with the right key, the key of respect, reciprocity, and genuine love, get to enter. I believe in you, Leo. I see the golden light within you, even if you feel It has been dimmed. It is still there. It is waiting for you to fan the flames. I want to hear your story. Have you felt this energy? Have you identified the source of the drain? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might be the key that unlocks someone else's prison cell. Let's support each other in this community. We are a pride of lions, and we protect our own. If this message resonated with your spirit, please share this video with a fellow Leo who might be suffering in silence. You could be the lifeline they need today. And remember to subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom for more deep dives into the architecture of your soul. You are loved beyond measure. You are powerful beyond comprehension. And you are ready to rise. Until next time, keep shining. The world needs your light.